Way in, up and over Bullock.
Or use his strength. We know he's in the league.
Doncic, 6 play. This guy honors in the Western Conference.
Doncic is #1 in.
Here's Tatum. Williams, that's Doncic to the hole. It'll be a tee for the Mavericks. And then you've got Brown and with 2 fouls apiece for Boston. Sam Hauser, first minute in the corner. Tatum all the way to the basket.
It's always been great. We've known that. But what's got needed to be motivated to get a championship to go along with an MVP?
He did all of that production.
On him, Tatum. Is this sustainable as Doncic?
They feel if they were fully healthy at adductor strain, he's right behind Green in terms of getting more trade when they acquired not
all-world player Luka Doncic. 10. 15. It's down on the block, working on Hauser.
They've elected to play him one-on-one.
Point guard, he finds Brogdon.
Right at 50%.
Gets Williams in the air. The line, he's 3 out of 4 for this first quarter. He's got
3. These free throws have kept him.
Gets by him, leaves it up, but he was denied.
The difference is to cut down on their foul.
Excellent for Boston. That's a travel of 22 points from the Boston.
The guys they have, you got to realize, have a lot left on their bench.
A little crossover, gets by Bertans, but he kicks it down as Bertans and then cuts. And Brogdon takes the come out of the game after the first quarter, but
retaped. Luka will come time in the bubble, cost him some time.
That's one of the problems when you
shoes. He finds Jalen. He's looking for a clean sweep. Whoop. Did not play Robert Williams.
Had Robert Williams. It was one of those nights. Matchups they like. They're going at Hauser. He finish. Some guys who aren't dribble, and so they just go in.
I'll have the call for you next. Dinwiddie on Jaylen Brown. Bounds. He's coming off a 5.
Them win in the playoffs.
The Walker, and he goes Celtic.
The Kimber Walker was so early.
Under Tuesday, only
defensive.
Reggie Brogdon goes to the hole. Officials, and we're not even in the.
Yeah, what he's doing.
But he gets Horford on him. 3-pointer. Here's Smart on a feed from Change. Smart's hit a
3-point shooters in their 9-man or 3. I think it's because they have been great. This is the
#1 offensive rating. Instant. They're 6 of 16
year rather than guys going one-on-one.
Team-made baskets. 7 on third foul. Biggest lead. Christian Wood lets it fly.
Corner on that possession.
Way across to White. Catch and shoot.
Play as Spencer Dinwiddie continues.
They're on him, one-on-one. That's White in the corner. And
right now. And there's
something's wrong. He keeps grabbing at his chest.
No, he does not.
Here's
not
White.
In my opinion, why they're pursuing.
Keep an eye on him. He's grabbing at his chest.
But they're back to man-to-man here.
It's Tuesday at OKC as Dirk Nowitzki is Al Horford. All of that success with Dirk
Doncic that they put around.
Or here's Hardaway Jr. Best in the league. They've combined for. And his bodies for competition. Terrific for trying to check Doncic. Right at Doncic. Double team come. Doncic looking for his first 3.
The 3 leading vote getters.
3-point range. Guards him. Dinwiddie gets by him with the Tatum there with the offensive board. 18 points from the line. Log on to the NBA app and visit. Austin, it's Grant Williams who leaves it.
Pass. Ball here.
Assisted on all.
Doncic in with a chance to.
Tatum rises up, and that one
is. He thinks Luka got. They feel like they're lucky getting just.
Really delivering in this first half. Look to Hardaway. Mavericks need categories, rebounds as well.
So even on a tough shooting night.
Change night tonight for the Mavericks, but Wood.
Yeah, high committee.
Wood with a double-double. Foul trouble from Tatum and Brown. Here's Hardaway and the 3.
Doesn't look right at all. He's got
maybe the ball in his hand. On the run, Tatum taking on Bullock.
Throw line. It's not.
Tatum. Gonna play. I'm just going one-on-one. Tough. Brown on the drive.
Surprised that with it beat.
And it was 9-7 early. A little flicker. And Tatum by his teammates as well. He's been. Dinwiddie gets the extra.
It was what we call a hockey.
He kicks it. Horford.
And then to go out and have that game.
Up top for Wood. caliber opponent here in Boston. Brown checking in. Doncic step back three. Tatum, tough shot.
Nobody's just going to be able to play a few other teams. Three-point shooter making the...
Tatum, three-pointer on its way.
So it's a good sports area here right now.
These days, 7 of 20 from the field. Horford, three-pointer. No trip in San Antonio. They'll stay weak. Here's Brogdon.
The Mavericks only...
Third quarter. Lee, Jaden Hardy, depth, Grant Williams. Right, wasting no time. The Colorado Celtics. Robert Williams against Smart. Smart hits the deck.
It's technical, and he just walked away.
Smart now, three-pointer. Biggest lead of the game for Boston. Up television off stand. He may come back.
He is human still.
Yes.
And he...
Chance.
You know, there have been some together a streak like this. Over Christmas break.
Here's McKinley Wright.
Play the game of basketball, lead the way. Is
tonight. And he pulled. We'll see if we see him again. May have taken a shot through the check.
Reading the game. All right, continue to play under.
And this has to be.
A couple of days ago with Joe Mazzulla, coach for 2 different games, he said the doctor pick up at least that aggressively game injury. Have you heard of such a thing?
Here is Tim. Office was on the second level. It all coming on a pass.
It's always a...
Oh!
Maybe you get another shot at it.
There's Powell denied by Williams.
And make a deal like that reduces the roster count. A contracts. In theory, the Sergeant, based on their history last year, a
world head coach now, the Ime Udoka.
Change to Brad Stevens.
But hopes of a championship approach the halfway point of minus this little 12-game stretch. Here's Hardy.
Outskirts of being
really this year. Again, doing an excellent job. Here's Hardaway now for 3.
10 attempts.
Kid started riding with the bench. He's giving him running the break. Tatum leaves it up.
To start that.
And he'll take it himself.
But still 16 points.
Here as well. Mavericks tonight. Lawson will let it fly. White with a couple of dribbles. The floater.
Still playing here with 3 minutes to go.
Good matchup in the West. A.J. Lawson and Theo Pinson in this one.
You think weighed into his decision
for leaving my guy in a couple extra more minutes
into the fourth quarter. With some look like some ankle. Saturday night against the Spurs.
Conference, 5 teams. Hill and Jimmy Butler.
At Brooklyn.
Well, I think the best offense in the world that they need to get it going at Balor and are legitimate.
It's going to take us to the finish line.
The assistant coach, what the latest is, he thinks Luka got hit in terms of their offense and their defense. They feel like they're lucky getting just.
And of course, the Boston bench really delivering in this first half. Doncic, and then no look to Hardaway. Mavericks need in the first half and led all 3 categories. Rebounds as well.
7 rebounds and 6 assists. So even on a tough shooting night.
Be that second guy. That may change night to night for the Mavericks, but Wood Dallas is going to come back in this one, you would think.
Doncic, and then by committee.
Wood, all eyes on him for sure. Wood with a double-double. Well, they covered it. Foul trouble from Tatum and Brown. Nice play, Dinwiddie, to get it to Bullock. Here's Hardaway, and the 3. No.
About Luka Doncic. He doesn't look right at all. He's got...
By you and many others, the ball has energy. Maybe the ball in his hand. And it's Brown out of the pack. Tatum on the run. Tatum taking on Bullock.
Attempts. Getting to the free throw line. Not having your best night.
Tatum. 13 tonight for Tatum. Gonna play the 6. Dinwiddie with Brown on him. Just going one-on-one. Tough. Brown on the drive.
Foul there, and I'm a little surprised that with it being
one lead in this game, it was 9-7 early against Wood. Oh, Tatum, a little flicker, and Tatum with assist coming on 3-pointers by his teammates as well. He's been
great defensive possessions.
Dinwiddie gets the extra.
because there was an extra play. It was what we call a hockey.
Yes, Brown now in the paint. He kicks it. Horford.
They had lost 6 of 11, and then to go out and have that game, find somebody.
Up top for Wood. Run now, they've answered. Win that game. Much different caliber opponent here in Boston. Doncic. Got Brown checking it. Doncic step back 3. Tatum, tough shot. 26 and 12.
In their rotation. So nobody's just going to be able to play a run at the title, as there are a few other teams. The extra pass. That's your best three-point shooter making the...
Got Wood on him. Tatum, three-pointer on its way.
Stuff in the offseason, so it's a good sports area here right now.
Comes back into contention these days. He's on 22 right now. He's 7 of 20 from the field. Right back. Smart kicks it. Horford, three-pointer. Boston will continue their road trip in San Antonio. They'll stay on Saturday. Then they're home next week. Here's Brogdon.
He's a bigger load for their team, Brian. The Mavericks only
2 points in 9 minutes of this third quarter. And a bench coming out of the G League. Jaden Hardy, Brogdon now. And reset for Grant Williams. Right. Wasting no time. Spencer Dinwiddie, of course. The Colorado flow as well for the Celtics. Robert Williams. Clear it out. Doncic against Smart. Smart hits the deck.
I'll give him credit, though. I mean, he got his technical and he just walked away. Tough.
Here's Smart now. Three-pointer.
8-point shots for each other.
Biggest lead of the game for Boston. Well, we don't want people to turn the television off, Stan. He may come back.
Is that as great as he is human still.
Yes.
And
the Mavericks have very little chance.
56 straight. You know, there have been some other streak, but I don't know that anyone's put together a streak like this. Is to know that even over Christmas break.
And Gundy Lytics world.
But I can't argue with you.
Here's McKinley Wright.
But he really knows how to play the game of basketball. Like Al Horford to lead the way.
Is your points creator tonight. And he pulls him in that third quarter. And we'll see if we see him again. Jared reporting that he may have taken a shot to the chest.
Spacing's there. We're playing with pace. We're reading the game. All right, continue to play under control.
The great things he's doing, that they're doing, and this has to be.
Truth is that a 4-on-4 game a couple of days ago with Joe Mazzulla unable to see, so he couldn't coach for 2 different games. He said the doctor told him that maybe he should stop playing pickup, at least that aggressively like game, due to a pickup game injury. Have you heard of such a thing?
Here is Tim. We recently, when the coach's office was on the second level, the other 14 all coming on a pass. Theaters January 13th.
It's always a
He gives it up, hard away. Oh!
Play some good minutes here, and maybe you get another shot at it.
As Hardy goes again, denied by Tatum. There's Powell, denied by Williams.
Boston's never going to see. The reason why they make a deal like that is no one care about that, but more importantly, it reduces the roster count. Now to 14 standard NBA contracts. In theory, the Celtics spot. So I would imagine, based on their history last year.
He's got a 34-year-old head coach now, the Ime Udoka.
In their front office, from Danny Ainge to Brad Stevens.
Both parents last year, and hopes of a championship. Down 21 here as we approach the halfway point of the most of the season, minus this little 12-game stretch for Tatum. Here's Hardy.
Keeping them at least on the outskirts of being competitive.
How competitive they are right now. Not really this year. But one of the great guys in the game, doing an excellent job. Valuable time for a lot of these players. Here's Hardaway now for 3.
Make tonight for Hardaway in 10 attempts.
Jason Kidd started riding with the bench. He's giving him some double. Get him out of the pack, behind the back. Tatum running the break. Tatum leaves it up.
and his 12th rebound to start that.
And he'll take it himself.
It's been quiet tonight, but still 16 points.
We'll get some time here as well. In a big way against the Mavericks tonight. Lawson will let it fly. Or Tatum gives it up. White with a couple of dribbles. The floater.
Rest, but the rest of them still playing here with 3 minutes to go.
Header tonight. Clippers in Denver. Good matchup in the West. He gets some minutes tonight. A.J. Lawson and Theo Pinsta getting a few minutes here late in this one.
Watched that Toronto-Milwaukee game last night. You think weighed into him, his decision on
late? I was always criticized for leaving my guys with those games. A guy's playing a couple extra more minutes.
Doncic has not played in the fourth quarter, but was dealing with some, looked like some ankle injury. San Antonio Saturday night against the Spurs.
Well, that Eastern Conference, 5 teams. They're one deal, and Jimmy Butler.
Got Boston at Brooklyn to the East coming up next week.
Well, I think the thing, only are they playing great offense, the best offense in the line. They have figured out that they need to get it going. Irving has come back at 18-4 and are legitimate.
It's going to take us to the finish line. The Mavericks.